Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at BeastMaster. To get this class, you'll need to be a member, unfortunately, and must have rank 10 in the BeastMaster reputation. However, the class is non-member, so once your membership ends, you can use it as much as you want to. Alternatively, there is the 2000 adventure coin route as well for pure non-members, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just say just get this class while you have a membership. Now this pet is a battle pet class. You will get a battle pet with your third skill, or you can equip any battle pet that you have already, such as this wyvern over here. For your enhancements, go full luck for maximum damage, or you can go thief for survivability. If you have access to Ore Forge, then here are some suggestions for you to choose from. This class is a dodge melee with the rogue mana regeneration model. So for your passives, your first one increases your haste by 30%, which is kind of insane. Your second one increases your outgoing damage and hit chance by 10%. And at rank 10, you increase your crit chance by 10%. Also, the rank 10 passive has an effect at rank 1 only, which we'll get into later on. Your auto attack is called Signal Arrow. It's long range physical and it's on a 2.8 second cooldown, however it does 120% weapon damage. And you every time you auto attack, you apply follow up on yourself, which basically enhances the rest of your skill's effects. Whenever you auto attack, you apply follow up onto yourself. After you use a skill, you apply uplift onto yourself, which increases your outgoing damage by 5% for 8 seconds and stacks to 8. So your second skill is called Go for the Eyes. It's long range and deals damage to one target. And basically, it applies eye injury onto your target, which reduces their hit chance by 15%, and it applies a dot for 6 seconds. If you have follow-up, however, then eye injury turns into eye gouge, which actually reduces the enemy's hit chance by 25% and is a stronger damage over time for 6 seconds. Alright, so your third skill is called Borrowed Wings, and it's a heal onto yourself. It also summons your battle pet, if I didn't mention that before. But it heals you and it applies Borrowed Wings onto yourself, which increases your dodge by 20% for 6 seconds. If you have follow-up active, then Borrowed Wings will become replaced with Eyes in the Sky, which increases your dodge by 40% for 6 seconds. Your fourth skill is called Misdirection. It's a long-range attack that deals damage to one target, and you basically reduce your target's damage resistance by 15% for 10 seconds. You also have a 30% chance to stun your target for 2 seconds. If you have follow-up active, then Misdirection gets replaced with Distracted, which actually reduces your target's damage resistance by 30%, and also is a guaranteed stun onto them for 2 seconds. So finally, your fifth skill is called Trait. It's a long-range attack that deals damage to one target, and you basically apply Trait onto yourself and the enemy. For you, you get an increase to your outgoing damage by 20%, and you reduce your target's dodge by 50% for 14 seconds. If you have follow-up active, then instead of Trait gets replaced with Feast, which increases your outgoing damage by 40% for 14 seconds. This can't miss, by the way. But nothing happens to your enemy, they still get the same 50% dodge reduction. So I just want to point out that, for example, with my second skill, with follow-up active, I use my second skill and then it goes for eye gouge. And then if I quickly use my borrowed wings while follow-up is active, and then use my second skill again while follow-up is not active, then I also apply eye injury. So that's a 15% hit chance and a 25% hit chance on say the enemy. So yes, both effects can be applied at the same time, but most of the times that's not going to be happening. But I just wanted to point out that it can happen. So, change of scenery. This is a dodge soloing class, and a very good one at that. Now, based on your third skill giving you evasion and your second skill reducing your opponent's hit chance, you should be able to like solo most one-hit bosses. But if you can't, then just equip Thief enhancements is fine. This is a dodge melee class which favors dexterity. Thief enhancements favor dexterity as well. The only thing is you sacrifice on damage from luck, but you need it because you want to survive. You're sacrificing damage for survivability. However, I'm just going with full luck just to see my luck in case I actually don't die or what. But yeah, this is one of those classes where you have to wait for your auto attack to apply before applying a skill or before clicking a skill. It might not be to everyone's favor, but this class is pretty good at soloing. So I'm pairing this up with the Ravenous. You're already at max haste, so the 5% haste boost to you will kind of become redundant, but the effects of Ravenous as well as your ranked and passive go very well together. Also, when farming, we don't care about all that waiting for auto attack, follow-up skill, blah 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 to apply. We're going for speed here, so spamming is the way to go. However, I personally would not use this for farming. Actually, 21 kills in a minute for a single target class, especially with these types of monsters, isn't the worst. It's actually not that bad. Well, as far as single target classes go. Its supporting capabilities aren't actually the worst, despite it being mainly a soloing class. It can reduce the enemy's hit chance. It can reduce their damage resistance and stun them, and it can also reduce their dodge by 50%, which is pretty good actually, but it doesn't apply any buffs to your allies, so I wouldn't recommend it. This is just more of like greedy debuffing. So for the defense of this class, pretty good. I mean, you can solo one-shot bosses with it. However, when the bosses have mechanics like their hits will be guaranteed attacks, then this class will struggle at that time. However, you do have a heal. But that being said, if the enemy deals high enough damage where the heal will become not sufficient enough, then yeah, that's where this class will struggle. Final thoughts on BeastMaster? I mean, what other mid-game class out there can solo Ultra Warden without using any potions, huh? This is one of the best dodge soloing classes out there in my opinion, and although it is paywalled, I still highly recommend you get this class. It's that good. And you know, using it may not be everyone's cup of tea, especially with how you have to wait for the auto attack to apply follow up and then using your other skills. But still, this class is very good, and that's all I can say. It's like, just get it. It's like literally sometimes contending on the league of like endgame classes with how good it is. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and see ya.